Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 5. I watched already 3 episodes today. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about the 3 previous episodes, I'm gonna put some links into the eye, including the link for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia, in case you can be interested to rewatch all of My Hero Academia with me, guys. Like, I think that now it's a lot of videos to watch, like it's at least 100 videos. At this point, you know, if you are counting all of the episodes of Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, all of the OVAs, the 2 movies and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that it's a lot of videos, but just in case you can be interested, you have it right there. Like, you know, sometimes when I was working on stuff and all, when I had a regular job, I was watching reaction videos, you know, while I was working, because it was a way to rewatch the show or the anime, and also to rewatch persons that I appreciated reacting to it. And really I was working, binge watching their binge watching of stuff. So that's why I made this playlist for each shows, each animes I'm reacting to, because each time I think about my old self who was doing that, and I don't know, I'm thinking of that maybe I can be that person, you know, for someone else. So it's cool, you know, it's fun to imagine it like that. Okay, let's go for this episode. The 2 last episodes were cool. That's it, we're opening a little new arc, you know, right there with this fight, Class A against Class B. But like I said, I think that the most interesting, at least during the previous episode, it was not really about this first fight, Class A against Class B. It was more about Shinso, who joined them and who was trying to prove that he's great, as great, you know, as all of them, that he can be included into the hero course, that is good enough and he can do it. And I really want that for him. Again, during the sport festival, I cried for him when we discovered that memory about people considering his quirk, so considering that he could be dangerous at some point, he could be a potential villain. Just because of his quirk, you know, they categorized him like that. And after that, when he talked, and he made me cry, because I saw that he truly wants to be a hero, and for good reasons, and I want him to succeed. And right there, entering into the hero course would help him a lot, and I would want also to see them with our guys. I think that it would be an interesting, I don't know, it would work, you know, it would fit with some of them, like his way of seeing stuff, for example. I think that it could please to Bakugo or something like that. I would want it to happen, but again, if it means for one of our guys to be replaced, to be fired because of that, no, I don't want it. And even for the students from the Class B, I don't think that it could be fair. Even for the annoying guy, I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. And no, you know me, I already have issues with names, you know, in general. So right there, an entire class of names, you know, to remember just like that, no, I'm not gonna do it. I have Kendo, I have Tetsu. That's the only 2 that I'm gonna remember, but I want to remember their quirks. I think that in fact it can be the most interesting to discover and to remember with this fight, that and Shinso, is he gonna succeed or not? I think that we're gonna have 1 episode for 1 fight, you know, 1 match. It could be interesting, and it's not a lot, you know, we need to have 5 of them, we already had 1 of them, and also a lot of important main characters are into different groups, so in a way I think that we need to see all of their matches, you know, Bakugo with Ida, I think, no, it's Todoroki with Ida, bakugo, and then ochaco with deku. I can't remember the other group, you know, who is inside. I remember that deku was with ochaco, ashido, and I can't remember the number 4. And for sure I want to see the second match of Chinso when it's gonna be against us, you know, against our guys from class A. I hope that he's gonna succeed. My only theory which could work with that would be for him to replace Milio, because Milio can't be into the Euro course anymore, so they can replace each other, but they are not from the same year, so it can't work. Oh. Or maybe one of our guys can take the place of Milio. You know, it can switch like that. I'm not sure that it's possible, you know, into this school. They seem to be really like that with the rules, so I'm not sure that it's possible. We'll see. So yes, for now I think that we're gonna be with these matches, with these fights, and we're not gonna talk anymore of Andover's redemption narrative arc, of Ox, who is a double agent, of Deku, who is discovering more about his quirk and something is different with him, you know. He talked to the first owner of the quirk, all of that. For now, it's secondary things. We are with these fights, with these matches, with Chinso. Let's go for it. If you want, guys, on my Patreon, you have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot of advance and a lot of work for me, but I want to give you that advantage, all of that advance on my Patreon to encourage you to join me if you want and if you can. You have also extended our 4 reaction part. If you can join me, it can be truly appreciated, and if you can follow me, you know, on my different platforms, it's free, you know, like it's for free, and it can help me, you know, just for you to follow, even if you're not coming to watch my videos on these different platforms. If you can follow me on TikTok and on Twitch, for example, it could really help me if you can. Yes, you can! Like, it's not that complicated. You have all of the links into the description. Just go on them and click on them and click on the follow button. It's easy, it's pretty easy, you know, please. Okay, stop, let's go for this episode. The last one for me today, like a session I've been watching of 4 episodes during the day, it's already great. And yes, Spider and Spider are still there, if you're wondering, you know, since my intro of the last episode. Maybe without talking, do you really need to talk? You feel responsible each time to... You're not the only one. You will during your next fight. And to Chinso, you're not giving any advice? It's cool, yes! Ah, same for them. They're gonna have to learn from that fight. Together, you're gonna fight together? Poor Chinso. Ah yes, you're with Mineta. Bakugo. You need to work with people, Bakugo. No. Bakugo, I'm counting on you to change your mind during the fight. Ashido, you know, I think that into a different world, she would have been a cheerleader.
さまざまなイベントやトラブルの中ひたむきに邁進してきた。ここで一度周囲と自身の力量を照らし合わせ、この授業はある種の総ざらいだ。心臓どうでしょう。いいね。
Enough to be into one of these classes?
感情がまず出てくるのは素晴らしい。
Yes, it was not anger, it was frustration. He wants to do better. Okay. I'm thinking, you know, about how their quirks can mix well together, or guys.
相沢先生がミスコンのことをお伝えくださりませんでしたの。バンドの練習があった相沢先生が出場する必要はないと判断されたのでしょう。
Maybe you could have won, Momo.
なんか私たち同列に見られるんだよね。いわゆる箱押しみたいな。箱押しってのはあの子
I'm not putting anyone in a box, and I don't like, you know, for girls to have to fight to be the best one of a box.
ヤオヨーズの方が成績の個性の上なのに一緒くたにされてんのが地味に嫌だったからさ、個人的にちゃんと戦ってみたかったんだよね。
You're gonna make that a competition between the two of you?
しましょう。
And the two of you.
黒いの支配。
You have something in common.
貴様の深淵の理解者。とこしえの国に住む。彼ら輝いてないね。両チーム。
What about Mushroom and the other one?
剣道ってリーグでどういう立ちじゃん。
I think that Kendo is a little the Ida of the other class. A mix between Ida and Momo. She's cool. I don't want for this team to lose. It would be too easy because, you know, we don't have todoroki, bakugo or deku there. Suddenly it's gonna be this one who is gonna lose.
だからまず様子見って感じかね。
様子見じゃね。
He's not back. He was sent back. Dark Shadow calling you for help. It's oh, I don't know. It's I was worried for Dark Shadow right there, like. Oh yeah. That's why you can merge with Dark Shadow, meaning that you can't use your quirk.
俺とお前は宿命の存在。なるほど。宿敵ホークスの下で編み出した技。黒の打天使で受けてなす。
It's what?
そう。黒の打天使だ。
What? Ah, we're gonna see when you learned to do it.
遅いですって。事務処理よろしくお願いします。
Voilà.
俺らサイドキックはこいつら後しますね。ホークスは速すぎるけん。思います。
But it's cheating, you know, the fact that he can fly. For sure he can be faster than you. Or maybe you found a way to fly also, and that's why you're calling that an angel, you know.
では、俺はなぜ声をかけられたのでしょうか。鳥仲間。A組の人から話を聞きたくて。君らを襲ったヴィラン連合とかいうチンピラのね。でどうせ。
That's why you took him? Were you already a double agent? And right there, are you working for our side or for the League of Villains?
USG 襲撃時の詳細を話している間、ふつふつとこみ上げる悔しさ。俺は天 仕事じゃないぞ。1週間の職場体験は何も教わることなく終わり、特に何も。
Oh, for sure, it was frustrating for you, my dear. I like that musical theme.
ちょっといい？今度は何を話すの？そうじゃなくてさ。ホース。
あ！
我々は風になってる。飛ぶの初めて？
What do you
俺
think?
が鳥のサゴリはさ、トコヤミ君がもったいないことしてるなと思ったからなんだよ。
You think that he can fly?
そういうやつは飛ぶべきだよ。
Can he?
地面に縛り付けられる必要なんてない。
You can fly, my dear. I want to see it. I want to see it.
トコヤミフミカゲ、お前は俺が受けつ。狙いはこうだ。試合前から仕込んだ精神的ドラッグ。俺の狙うはトコヤミフミカゲ。
Yes, yes, yes. It's a question of ego between the two of you now.
これが俺のやり方さ。
But it was to trick them so they wouldn't be afraid of you.
なんて卑劣な。見直しなさい。抜本的に。
Oh yeah, you're beginning to annoy me, you like.
アクション。黒田天使。
トコヤミ君もシーマルだ。なんで止めるんだ。
原理としては簡単だ。マントにくるまれることで弱点である光を防ぎ、常時高い出力を維持。読者の
そこ。
当たり前すぎて見落としていた人生に着目し、それを応用する。すごい、すごい。
Deku. Calm down, my dear. Calm down. I'm so proud, Tokoyami. Turn the car. So he can't hide. We still have 3 of them around, you know, who are gonna come. Mushroom girl, okay.
インドの言ってた通りの子。光ったら黒色のプラン A 失敗。プラン B 開始。キノコまみれにしちゃえの子。
I'm really like, okay, you're gonna cover everything with mushrooms, and like, that's gonna be annoying. We're gonna have to work on them, we're gonna have to erase them from our skins. And I think that there is something else right there with that. Maybe some of these mushrooms, they can be dangerous, you know, poisonous, something like that. If not, I really can't see why we should be worried about that particular quirk. But you know, the fact that she's so little, she looks like a mushroom, she can create mushroom, she made that pose. I think that she's supposed to be the kawaii girl student from class B, maybe. Okay, why not? Is quirk that guy, you know, who can move through shadow, who can also move shadows himself, you know, if they can move, and right there, or to control of dark shadow. For sure, against Tokoyami, it was a really bad quirk, and when it happened, you know, when he took control of dark shadow, to hear dark shadow in pain like that, calling for help, I don't know why it hurt me. I think that it's not the first time that something like that is happening, you know, that I made that thing, you know, I create that relationship between Tokoyami and Dark Shadow, like, you know, Dark Shadow is a part of Tokoyami, it's not like a pet, it's not like someone else, something else. No, it's not something, it's someone, and it's not someone else, it's a part of him. And I think that, yes, maybe it's not the first time that I'm thinking of Dark Shadow, like, for example, the connection, the relationship that people can have with their demons into his dark materials. I think that, yes, it's not the first time, like, it's a part of him, it's someone else who has different opinions, you know, who has different feelings and stuff like that, but still it's a part of himself. So right there, to see Dark Shadow calling for help, being in pain, I don't know, it hurt me. I had the impression that it was hurting Tokoyami also. I don't know, really I took it personally. That memory with Tokoyami into his internship, into his work study was really interesting because it was a reminder of the fact that all of the students spent that time, you know, with some heroes, and we didn't see clearly all of the times that they spent with these heroes learning stuff. We saw a little of Ochaco, we saw a little of Tsu, for sure we saw all of Deku, we saw really practically nothing of Bakugo, same for Todoroki, but for sure all of the other ones had these things and they learned things about their quirks, about themselves during them. So it was cool for Tokoyami to discover that at first he was really disappointed about what he learned during it, because in fact he learned nothing, he was just trying to follow Ox, but Ox, because of the fact that he's flying, is hard to follow. It's almost like he's cheating, you know, and it's a little bad also that he's taking sidekicks with him, to work with him, only to take the enemies, you know, when he's done with them, only for the paperwork. I don't know, I have the impression that it's a little bad to use sidekicks like that and to not work with them, to arrest people, to do stuff with them. And right there, to take a student with you, to in fact just making him follow you like that, like if you imagine what would it be into the real world, it would be about going into an internship, you know, into society and just making coffee for your mentor. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's really the same thing, the same way of not considering your intern. I don't know. I didn't appreciate it. So to have after that Ox telling him that he took him because he saw that Tokoyami was wasting his quirk, you know, that he could do better and that he was made to fly, so let's learn how to fly. That's great. I never imagined that Tokoyami could fly, even if, you know, he has that appearance of a bird, and even if he has Dark Shadow like that, and Dark Shadow can fly in a way, you know, can move into the air. I didn't imagine it, but that's pretty cool that he can do it. And yes, Ox took him for that, but also to have information about the League of Villains and their attacks on the school. Why? For whom? You know, these informations, why did he want them? And he gave them to whom? Like, we know that the League of Villains are considering him as a rat, as one of them. We know that in fact he's a double agent because the right side asked him to be a fake rat. But right there, these informations that he learned about the League of Villains, it was for himself, to know more about the League of Villains before entering into it, for saying to the League of Villains what everyone knows about them right now because of these attacks, you know, guessed about them. For what? I didn't appreciate that. And I didn't appreciate, you know, that it was the main reason why he took Tokoyami also. See, some little things are bothering me with Ox and his attitude. How he's treating his interns and why he's taking them. His interns and his sidekicks also. But yes, Tokoyami can fly. We need to have also Kendo against Momo. I understand, you know, the competition between these two because yes, at some point they were together into that commercial. They are both, you know, I think the big girls of their classes, you know, good at school, good into the battlefield and all, so it's logical. But I don't like how they are presenting it themselves and how they understand it themselves. They think that they are in competition because people fans are putting them into the same box, so they have to be the best one of the box. Do you understand what I mean of that category? Ha! First, you're not putting people into different categories. I'm saying that almost since season 1, episode 1, about the quirks, about these heroes, you know, the students and all. So for sure I'm gonna say that even now. You're not putting people into boxes. You're not putting girls into boxes. And you're not making them be in competition into these boxes to please two people from the outside, you know. Be in competition with her because you can see that she's great and that she's a little like you, so you want to be better than her. Yes, that's a good competition. To be in competition with her because people out there are putting the two of you in competition because they are putting you into the same box? No. Do you see the difference right there? I know that they want to be in competition, not like they are enemies now or anything like that, but still I don't appreciate that. The beauty pageant, now we have the answer why Momo didn't participate to it, because she didn't know about it, Aizawa didn't tell her, and she was also really occupied with the band, so that's okay. But yes, maybe she could have participated, and maybe next year she's gonna win. She's looking good, Momo. But I prefer her winter costume, you know, with this cape. You know what I think about her first costume? Showing maybe too much. For an anime, and no matter what, you know, like there are students, there are young people, maybe it's a little too much. And it's not really useful. She can create stuff not only coming from there, you know, we saw it, she can take stuff from everywhere with her. Okay. So we have the second match and not all of it, so really it's gonna take a lot of episodes, all of these matches. And we had at the beginning also all of the advices that the teachers gave to all of them, you know, as a lesson to take from these fights. And we have a little of their opinion about Shinso. The fact that him being frustrated about what he did during the fight, it's a good sign. I really want him to succeed. We'll see. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today. For my day of binge watching, you know, 4 episodes in a day. That was cool. I know that you guys, maybe you didn't have that chance. I know my chance. So okay, it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.